last saw our heroes, they were defeating this poor, just starving spider that was just trying to get a meal. It was so hungry. But nah, our adventurers decided to not help this poor spider out in its dire moments.
We did.
Instead, Mako just helped it into the afterlife.
We did. We helped it take a nice long nap. Well deserved.
You good?
Yes. And to start this session, while I replug in my desktop, that just all of my power cords came out of the wall.
Oh.
Feel free to continue your discussions of afterwards if you wanted to do anything else, or if you wanted to get started on traveling upriver again.
Okay, Michaela, if you have any issues with the poltergeist, let me know. I might be able to help.
Plug back in. Don't spark at me. Okay. The computer is booting back, so if anyone would like to do some role-playing while I get back situated.
I couldn't remember exactly where we left it last week, but I think Joe would probably...
The spider's dead. It's still
Yeah.
partway through the night. You were in the second shift of watches through the night.
Okay. So I guess right after it's fallen, Joe will say to Mako, "You're quite scary." Yeah. Thank you for helping and for taking that on.
It's just old instincts slotting back into place. I don't mean to scare you. I just have to keep moving.
And are you happy with that?
It's comfortable.
Okay. Well, if you ever need to talk or try and hit something really hard, I'll check if Katasha's free.
Tasha is elbows deep in a mummified corpse. Digging around.
Anything good?
I think so. I mean, jewelry isn't really my thing. It gets really uncomfortable when you wear it on the sea. Found the ring though; it looks pretty cool. It's got this weird tongue design on it though. Not sure I'm into that. Other people might be into that. I don't know. Nope, that's a weird thing. Okay, never mind. All I could think of was the that whole little side gaff for Critical Role about FCG having a human tongue.
Oh, Sam is nothing but a troll.
But yeah, I don't know if either of you two enjoy jewelry.
Never seen it. Never understood its purpose before.
I feel like it would normally just get in the way. But I know certain jewelry has special properties, so if it's fancy magic jewelry, then I'm sure we might be able to do a bit more with it.
I mean, I think so. It feels like it's got... I mean, it's too clean to have been... Oh no, the ghost in my phone agrees with me. I think it's magical. It's like too clean and weird looking to not be magical.
Well, I don't have any way of magically detecting exactly what it is, but I suppose I could try and do a basic level analysis if you'd like me to.
I mean, it doesn't have to be now. It's pretty dark outside. Yeah, it's nighttime. I mean, this is normal for me. I can see like normally. But
we can save it for while we're on the road, I think.
Or at least when there's daylight. I think it's a good idea. We have enough ration. You guys don't fancy any like seared spider or anything like that?
I'm fine.
That seems a little out of my comfort zone. And again, most things are. No, I think I'll pass this time.
Did we build a fire or did we just kind of set up bedrolls?
We had a fire, but I think the spider drug us a decent ways away, didn't they?
It wasn't super far.
Okay.
Yeah, the spider's nest wasn't all that far from where you guys were, so you could probably see your fire in the distance.
All right.
Okay.
Well, if the coals are hot enough, Katasha will do her best to take the spider legs and do like a kind of wrap them up in some sort of protective thing, like beeswax, cloth, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wrap it up and shove it into the coals, and just have like a slow cooked spider thing.
You can certainly do that. It is you know this, it's edible. So yeah. You've got some supplies in there. You can wrap up a chunk of spider leg and stick it in the coals to slow cook.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla, define edible.
It's not gonna kill you.
Yeah.
It's edible.
Don't keep venom in there. Silly. Is there any sort of rolls I should make to see how edible it becomes, or?
Ooh, yeah. Let's make this
the
first roll of the session.
All right. Legitimately, how much meat would there be in a spider leg, even a giant spider leg? Because my understanding is that normal spiders is basically just like chitin and like hydraulic tubing, basically.
Well, yeah,
it's spiders.
It's like something to chew on, but there's going to be like a little bit more closer to the thorax.
Okay. Yeah.
Thorax.
Yeah, and I was thinking these were a bit more like it was like a little like tarantula, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So thicker legs.
Okay.
You might even make a good gelatinous jelly out of the fluid that's in the legs. You never know. There's a lot you could do with spider leg.
Love me some gummy bone marrow from an in a rack.
Delicious.
I have bones.
So yeah, is there any sort of roll you want me to make to see how edible it becomes? Because I don't think any of us have chef feet.
Yeah. Make me a con roll.
Just Constitution?
Yeah.
Okay. Boop. That's so high. It's a 6.
It's a bit soupy. You weren't expecting it to be soupy.
It's so crusty outside. Why would it be soupy?
Exactly. It doesn't poison you. But it's not that great.
Mm-hmm.
But you tried. You think of that as a gold star. You know, you tried something new.
Yeah, Uncle Neural would be proud. Me doing stuff on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And while it's cooking, Katasha will just curl back up with the horse and just go back to sleep.
That's fair. I'm gonna retcon that you brought one of the horses with you.
Oh, that's right, we drove.
He could have been waiting for you. You might have requested that your horse be brought. Just in case there was anything to bring back.
Oh, no, that's okay. In that case, Kitasha can just curl up at the base of a tree.
I mean, Hercules is still there.
I imagine Hercules is very comfortable to sleep on.
Yeah. I'd imagine
It's like
that.
sleeping on a motorbike. You know.
Does Hercules have seats?
No, it's like sleeping on a motorbike that doesn't have a seat.
Alright. My stuff is all back together. So,
Yay!
if you would like to continue role playing, or if you would like to set up a final watch, or if you guys just want to sleep through the rest of the night.
I think, given the wildlife in this area, probably at least one of us should keep watch.
Yeah, and I fell asleep on my watch, didn't I? That's how it happened.
No, it was Kitasha fell asleep on her
Okay.
watch.
Yep, which is
Good.
why she's asleep again.
Right, I think it's Mako's turn, isn't it?
I believe it was Mako's turn.
All right. Do perception check.
If it's light enough for Mako to see.
Is it? Well, I'll roll disadvantage if I don't.
You have some of the smoldering coals, but it's pretty dark.
I mean, I'll also I can do it by ear. I mean, I can hear pretty well.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've got decent hearing, so you probably won't need disadvantage, I don't think. Plus, given how our rolls have been.
16.
Alright.
Woo!
Just do a quick. Don't get stuck in the dice tower, thank you. Yeah. Your watch goes perfectly normal. No more spiders crawling around to give you a small fright or anything. Nope. But still no wildlife. Not even the crows and ravens you've been spotting every once in a while since returning from your mission at that mansion. Not even they're around. You take it it's probably still everything's moved further up to try and get to water. But if I could get wisdom saves from Kitasha and Joe.
Yay.
All right.
Everyone's having good dreams except for Mako. Joe is spending, some nice quality time with his family again. That same dream he was having, last session. Everyone's there around the table all talking. Though her eyes are still wrong. But you don't. Who knows why? Kitasha is still helping out in the kitchen in the only way that she truly enjoys, which is helping taste everything.
Mm-hmm.
It all tastes much better than that spider leg she tried in the waking world. This dream spider jelly is great.
Mm-hmm.
But as the sun rises, nothing new happens. Everyone awakes. No one dies in their sleep. It's wonderful.
All right, and we're back up to full.
Yes.
Beep, boop. There we go.
Yeah, and spell slots too.
That'll be good.
1 sorcery point back.
Woo!
All right. Well, looks like we won't be surviving on any animals. So I guess let's keep going with the rations that we've got.
Hmm.
It seems there won't be much fishing for us in this empty riverbed.
A dry
No, probably
riverbed
not.
gasps up at you.
We might be able to get like a beetle if you. Yeah, it's probably not worth it.
Probably not. I mean, there's a whole lot else. Unless you guys like eating pine needles. I don't really.
I've never tried. Feels like it wouldn't be that nice.
Yeah. But yeah, we can keep going up.
All right, let's see if we can find the source of this problem today.
Mhm.
So we're continuing up the riverbed?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Good.
Give me, let's see. First, I'd like a survival check from everyone for walking up this riverbed. And then I would like investigation rolls, please. Oh, good. Mako doesn't twist her ankle today.
I can't roll survival because the D&D Beyond is cover like the app icons are covering it, and I can't scroll. There we go. All right. Yeah, that was worth it.
So investigation.
Yes, investigation. Joe trips. Smack on his face. Takes a point of damage.
There's another tree root there, guys. Watch out.
Okay, that's a 12 from Mako. And Joe.
I'm actually gonna pop a superiority dice in order to add a D8 to that.
Okay.
D10, D8. All right, so that's going to be a 17 total for my investigation.
Okay.
Actually, speaking of, thank you for reminding me. I'm just going to add my D4 to survival because I can do that automatically. And that's a dirty 20 for survival and 6 for investigation.
Nice. Joe, did you want to add your investigation in? Oh, sorry. Anna?
Yeah, sure. That's a 10.
Were you... Sorry, I thought I cut you off.
Oh.
Okay, everyone rolled high enough. We get to go to the next page. Because
I'm so proud.
Everyone, no one suddenly misses the giant gaping hole of where the water is flooding into on the riverbed.
Oh. That's not good.
The ground has apparently opened up. Looks pretty deep, and all of the water is currently flowing into it.
All right.
Can I like crouch on the edge and try and get an idea of maybe like the scope of this, like how deep it is, if there's like some sort of underwater caverns or you know, like just the vibe check.
Yeah, would you like to roll another investigation for me? Maybe you're dropping a stone down or something.
Yeah, that's a 17.
All right. You huck a stone down there. You listen, and then eventually you hear a plump as it hits some form of ledge and into the water. It sounds about a story or so down, so, 10, 15 feet down.
Hmm.
Right, I'll relay this to the group. It doesn't seem too deep, but it's hard to know how flooded it'll be down there.
Right. Mako starts tying some of her rope onto her gear and says, "All right, why don't we lower me down so I can see what's going on in there?" And she'll also pull out a torch so she can see down in there.
Okay, just before we do that, I want to double check that the edge of the hole is not crumbling away. Like we're not like on an overhang where it's like if we stand too close to the edge, it's gonna all fall apart.
No, when you actually look at the overhang, you notice that it seems like there is almost what looks like metal underneath. So it seems pretty secure. Also, I'm not sure if I've got Fog of War set up on this next map correctly, but we'll find out.
Does this hole appear magical in nature, or like it was dug using mundane means?
Roll me an Arcana check.
I'm so good at those. Yay, 11.
Yeah, you can. It's super, super faint traces of magic, but someone probably used the spell of Shape Earth or Shape Stone to just take a chunk out of here and attach it to something. And Mako, are you descending into the cavern?
Yeah, I'll like set down like some spots to like anchor my rope, and then I'll lower myself over the edge.
Okay.
Do you have any? Does Mako have any pythons?
I do. I have 10 of them.
Woo!
Look at this standard adventuring gear.
Woo! Look at that adventuring gear coming to use.
Look at us. Look at us, so prepared.
Mm-hmm. All right. So go ahead as you lower yourself in. You have some form of torch or something so you can...
Yeah, pop out my torch.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you're lowering yourself in.
That is a 16.
Okay. So as you lower yourself in, you can see that the water is pouring down into this underground cavern that is pretty well built.
So it's,
The
it's
water...
definitely man-made.
Yes.
Okay.
So the water is pouring down and flooding down, now due to the force, the opposite direction of the river above. And further on through this cavern. You can see that there are two sort of walking areas on either side that are laid over in stone tiles. There's a couple of grates that you can see dotting either side, both in the floor and in the wall. Think kind of like a grated manhole cover, that sort of thing. You can also see, you rolled high enough, in front of you and to the left, you see a ladder.
Going up or down?
Going up.
All right. Can I climb back up and figure out where that ladder is going, where that would translate to on the surface?
Sure you can.
All right. Go over and find a hidden ladder, I guess.
Yeah, if you pop back up, and because you already kind of saw where it was, you find yourself pressing a little pressure plate up here, which leads to... Come on, choose the layer. A sudden shifting of Earth as the ground seems to shift over and move aside to reveal a nice ladder all the way down into the cavern.
All right.
Nice.
So, how big was the hole?
For the riverbed or for
The riverbed, yeah.
So it's spanning across the entire river, so it is about 40 feet across.
Oof. All right. All right. We don't really have a way to either cover that hole at all, do we? Right now, do we? Because, like,
It seems bigger than anything we could easily do. We're wanting it to support a river.
yeah.
My magic is not advanced enough to do anything that would be directly helpful either.
Okay. So, covering the hole might be the more difficult challenge here. I don't know. It would take a lot of work, but we could potentially dig a trench to top the river around a bit, and that would, over time, expand itself with which to flow the water.
That's true.
I'm wondering if we should do that, at least a small channel to start with, before we explore whatever is underneath here, just so that like the water is starting to, some of the water is getting back, just in case.
It's, I like that idea. I think that is a very good idea. I don't know how much we'll be able to achieve, but maybe with a few hours we can get some decent progress.
All right. Can we civil engineer our way a trench to go around here so that at least some of the water is being diverted and some of the water is making its way downstream?
Why didn't I think David would come up with this? Why did I think that this would just be like, oh, yep, now we're gonna go this way? No.
I might have an
I
alternative.
mean, you could. However, it's going to be a lot of work and it will take you at least a day to get it
Yeah.
a small stream across the area. And you will probably have to then take another night's rest
Mm-hmm.
in what is going to be a very animal populated area. I'll give you that for free now, that all of the wildlife is here.
My concern is that we'll go down there, we'll end up finding whoever or whatever created the hole, and since we don't have the ability to close it, we have to convince them to do it. And I'm not sure. Diplomacy is never my strong suit, so I don't know if that's going to be a reasonable task.
I have a potential secondary solution.
Mm-hmm.
DM, what do you have a size limit on objects? On what can an object?
On what? One more time?
Is there a size limit on things that could be considered an object? That could be located with, say, a locate object spell?
You could locate are you trying to locate the floor?
No.
Tell me what you're trying to locate and I'll let you know.
Kind. So if there's like a waterproof canvas that we can just kind of staple to the ground and get some of the water across. Or just like a really big mattress, like an Alaska King that can just like cover up the hole.
I love this idea. I truly, truly do. You know what though? I will let you use locate item to try and find something like this, and I'll tell you something. Does that require a roll?
It does not.
It's just a spell. Yeah.
Action spell.
So, in your search of finding anything like that, you find the chunk of the riverbed that's gone is currently just shifted down and over and against the rest of the riverbed underneath. Mako didn't have a chance to notice because of how she hadn't lowered herself down. She wouldn't be able to tell that the ceiling dips down a good chunk on one side.
Okay.
So you found the rest of the riverbed.
So they Thunderbird swimming pooled it. Like where the floor just like moves out of the way and then can move back.
Mm-hmm.
They Xavier basketballed it. Is that a better reference?
They
Oh,
use
this is
it
a good reference.
in The Sims to just make water. With the spell, though, I can use it to locate a specific object.
Mm-hmm.
So specifically, to try and find something that can move at least some of the water until we are able to get a better solution going. Is there like an abandoned cat tunnel or something like that that no one's really using that is long enough?
I don't think there's I love your thoughtfulness here, but I don't think there's anything up this far up the riverbed that is going to be useful.
Not even like a hollowed out tree? I'm really trying.
Okay, you know what? Potentially there is a rotted through trunk of a tree that with some strength checks you can try to roll over to try and get a
Alright.
little bit of water across.
I got this.
All right, what do you think, guys?
I'm
Oh
I'm
no.
not sure. I'm not sure if any of
Twist
any of
ankle
us
again.
I
I'm not
can
sure if any of us are the strongest.
get it over.
Let's see some other strength checks. Mako tries to start pulling on this tree, and her feet give way out from under her, and she just swings down and throws herself into the trunk, getting covered in cobwebs and bugs. It's just all matting up in her fur.
I'll raise your 5 with a different
Joe's
5.
not doing much better. Joe's trying, he's like, I got this. I'm getting some movement, and it's really just his feet moving. They're just slipping under him, but he's sure he's got this moving.
See, Mako, it's all about the
Natasha
posture. You.
Natasha looks at the two that are just really trying to pull at the end of the trunk of this tree, goes up to the side of it, and starts shoving it to roll it. And it starts rolling pretty good. Mako starts getting spun around in it, though, so Mako can try to get out of there at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and scooch out of there. That's a 12 in acrobatics in order to scooch out of there.
Yep, you can get out of there in time as Kitasha rolls it down to the riverbed, and it fits just barely across so that a stream of the water starts going and flowing a little bit downstream. It's
Alright,
not
but-
much, but it's something.
That's
Yeah.
something. I feel like this may.
Let me
I
draw
don't know if this. I don't know if this scenario has come from Winnie the Pooh, but it feels like a Winnie the Pooh scenario a little bit.
The Tramp. It's giving Lady and the Tramp vibes.
We do have a rabbit in the group. And a dog.
Oh, that is the most tree-looking tree I've ever seen.
Listen, it gets some branches. Yeah, boy.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
It is beautiful. Thank you.
And that's a dietary, no less.
Dire tree.
All right. Let's go find who's still in the water and beat him up.
Yeah, that sounds
Alright,
good. Quick question. How long has it we've fought the spider?
A night. You fought the spider yesterday night.
Okay. So it's been 8 hours?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to bring my armor class back down.
Alright, are we all ready to go into whatever this cavern is and try and determine the source? Maybe there's just a big button we need to press. It could be a malfunction, although I'm surprised to see any form of man-made caverns this far out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Can Hercules do ladders?
No.
I was thinking about this too.
How heavy is Hercules?
Probably heavier than all of us. Let me check. It doesn't give me anything about that. Yeah, it does not have a climbing speed. He can usually fall really well.
Would you say that he's probably less than 270 pounds?
That's so specific. Even I don't have any information on that. I feel like I should. It's a medium-sized creature, so it won't be any heavier than I don't know, another medium-sized creature like a turtle or whatever.
Let's say it's 200.
All right, then
Okay.
I can just grab him then because I have my 18 strength gives me a carrying capacity of 270 pounds.
It's ridiculous.
Where is that on in D&D Beyond?
If you hit your click on your strength score, you can scroll down and see your lifting capacity. It'll tell you how to calculate it. My carrying capacity is that. However, I can actually lift twice that. Technically, so my max lift is around 500 pounds.
David, for a laugh, we had a character, just rules as written. So she had a -3 to her strength score. So yeah, the actual like number at the bottom was something like 4, I think. So carrying capacity was about 60 pounds. Oh no, in fact it might have been low. It might have been like 30 pounds or something. It was low anyway. It was stupid low.
Yeah.
And yeah, it became a bit of a running gag about like we genuinely involved carrying capacity more than I've ever used before because so many things weigh less than 30, so way more than 30 pounds. So
Yeah.
need at least one strong person in the party. All right, so that yeah, I guess you'll be able to carry Hercules. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna need to give me an athletics, though.
Okay.
You're carrying a large dog
Over
down
your
a
shoulder,
flight
like
of a straight
That's
ladder. That's fine. That's
a
good enough.
15.
You do not fall a flight of stairs. Not stairs, but a ladder.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are we all traveling down then?
I think so.
We're all boot scooting.
Okay. I tried to get Fog of War to work, but every time I try to do it, it doesn't seem to work, so we'll find out. If not, it's fine. We should be in a new area. So you walk down and see what Mako saw earlier. A long, long corridor where the water is flowing now back what would be upstream for it, through several channels. You can hear that the water is moving. It must be getting funneled through different sections that you just can't see, perhaps underneath the flooring you're in.
Seems like someone's done this intentionally. This does not seem like an accident. It's not as if someone had built a large basement and it happens to have broken through the ceiling or something. This is very much intentional and seems to be powering something or leading somewhere, fueling something perhaps. We should probably find the source of this and have a discussion with whatever's caused this.
Mm-hmm.
Right. From where we are. Sorry, the maps. I'm struggling to make the map work on my laptop because all everyone's icons are in the way.
Oh yeah, like
They can drag them around.
yeah, I have split screen going on, so you just have to. If you're doing that too, you just have to scoot your D&D Beyond a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I will say, going through this corridor, I would like you guys to control your pieces and show me where you're looking around.
All right.
And any checks you want to do.
All right. First of all, do we want to check the gratings on this side? Perhaps can have a look and try and see if there's any paths through.
Joe, are you going all the way that way? And same with you, Katasha?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll check these two out before getting to crossing the river.
Okay, Mako, if you are you walking along the riverbed there?
Yeah, I'm looking to see, like, if I can see, like, what's. I kind of want to be looking down the rivers to see where it's flowing to.
Mm-hmm. Are you being cautious at all?
I mean, reasonably so.
Give me a dex save.
All right. I can add a D4 to that. 11 total.
Okay, that's enough. As you were walking around here, going down, you suddenly leap forward as a burst of flame opens up from underneath that tile that pressed down.
Oh.
You managed to avoid it.
Aha. So not only is this an intentional cavern, this is a trapped cavern trying to keep intruders out. All right. Kind of getting the sense. Yeah, no, I'm good. This is. I kind of want to go back. I want to inspect the trap.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right. Is it just like a pressure flame jet, or like what does it look like?
So, now that it's already set off, I'm not going to bother making you do investigation checks on this one. It is definitely a pressure plate. When you kind of lift the pressure plate up, you can see that a magic symbol was placed underneath, and it looks rather old. This trap is not something that was done recently. If you give me a history check, I could tell you how long ago it might have been.
I can do a history check. That's a 17.
You got it. This is at least 100 years old.
All right, I'll convey to the group that at least parts of this cavern are a century old. However, I'm betting someone found this and recently diverted the river. So we are not working with the original owners of this place. unless the original owners are still alive somehow. I don't. I know there are some long-lived species, but this seems patient for anybody.
Okay. That's good to know. It's good to think about. We'll try and keep an eye out for any more of these traps. It's probably not boding well for us exploring this place, so let's try not to stray too far from one another.
As we're like
Just
30
long split the party. I'm just going to take a quick look down here and see if there's anything I can see, or check if this seems to be an access of some sort.
Okay. Go ahead and give me investigation.
All right. Oh dear. That's a 9.
You're not really sure what it is. You can hear the rushing water through it. So you're thinking, oh, maybe this is a maintenance hatch. Maybe it's just an airflow hatch. You're not really sure.
Okay.
Maybe it's there for emergency flooding. Who knows?
It is. All right, I'll look over at Katasha and see if she's had any more luck.
Let's see. Investigation also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got so much more. That's a 4.
That's a nice grade.
That's
some good craftsmanship.
It's a great.
Mm-hmm. If anyone else wants to do any other checks in this area, or to try and avoid any other traps, try to find
I think
traps.
Miko's gonna use her glaive to like try and like test some of the tiles around. Just see if there are any other traps nearby.
Okay. How far are you checking in this area?
I kind of want to keep checking along the bed, so maybe like I'll check the row of tiles in front of the river just until I hit another one, or yeah.
Yeah. So with that in mind, there is one more that you run into. It's about here.
Okay.
Same thing. Bit of flame flies up. It wouldn't have done all that much damage to you, but you think that it's probably more of a deterrent than anything else.
Okay.
Katasha would like to see if any of other animals have come down here, or if they're just staying up in the actual bedding.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a, let's say, survival check for that.
Survival. Scroll all the way down. There we go. 22. Oh, nope. Hang on. I gotta add my D4. Oop. 25.
Okay. You can see a little bit of maybe some of the bats in the area have flown down here, but not a lot has been down here.
Mm-hmm.
You do see some corrosion on some of the grates that you think it could be either, some animals spit poisonous acids, some are made of poisonous acids, there's a lot of different things that can cause corrosion that are animal-like. So you think something's been around the grates, maybe? But you can't confirm what's been here recently. The most recent thing was probably those bats. But there's you think that whatever was messing with the grates might be an issue, but who knows?
Okay.
You do notice it's on each of the grates, though.
Okay. Joe, Mako, do either of you have any jars you're not particularly fond of?
Well,
I imagine he would have like a few spare in his inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got like a small like empty ink bottles, that kind of thing, just like very small ones.
Okay. Because I think something down here has some sort of acid thing. It might be fun to tinker with. I just don't carry bottles on me.
Yeah, take this. Just be careful. Just
Mm-hmm.
try not to get it on your skin if you can help it.
No, yeah, of course. And Kitasha will use a bit of the end of the pitons to kind of scrape some of it into the bottle and seal it. And hope
Nice. You
rode through the glass.
it doesn't seem to yet.
Yet. Okay, perfect.
You now have a glass bottle of acidic goop.
Perfect. We can make some excellent cocktails with that later.
All right, should we try crossing the river to
Yeah,
see what's up? I think we maybe have exhausted this side.
yeah.
This room does continue on, by the way.
Oh, like we carried on to the right?
Yeah, if you carry on to the right, you will go into another map of... This is a very long corridor that does not fit all on this map.
Okay. I guess let's keep going on this side, and I imagine crossing the river will maybe lead to some poor consequences.
Yeah. So here's the thing, though. Unless we can find a better way to cross, this is a 30-foot wide gap. We could hang a rope down from the opening as a way to swing across, but other than that, it's gonna be pretty difficult getting across that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just as a heads up, especially because of right here, while you guys did slow down the water a bit with your log as well, this section in particular, close to where the ladder is going quite fast due to the momentum. So it would not be a easy swim.
Yeah, crossing is likely going to be dangerous. If we don't have to risk it, I think we shouldn't.
That makes sense.
So
yeah. Okay.
So I think we'll just keep moving down, and Mecca will keep testing tiles on the way down just to see if there's a pattern to them or if it's just totally random.
Yeah, you run across a few more. There does seem to be... They seem a bit sporadic, but they seem fine.
Okay.
Until you get to this room, this section of the corridor where you don't really see much more. You're not really running into them. You don't know if that...
Do I see any that might have already gone off?
There's a couple, but it doesn't look like they went off anytime recently, and in fact, some of them are corroded at this point.
Okay.
The magic seals on them have just somewhat dissolved. I would like, because you are specifically looking around, Mako, I would like you to give me a perception check.
Can do. 22.
Nice.
Fine. You see a wire.
Stretching from where to where, and how, like...
Move it onto your visible. It's attached from this grate all the way down to the grate on the other side. It's a pretty thin wire, but it's connected.
See if I can look through the grate to see what it's connected to. Being careful not to touch the wire.
This grate is actually sealed.
Okay.
It looks like there's a section on the inside that is being held shut by this wire.
This wire, like what height is this wire at?
Foot height.
Okay.
You want me
This
to
is
set it off from a distance?
That might be the way to go, honestly. Like, so far, none of these traps have been, like, totally aggressive. They've mostly been deterrents. I suspect there's going to be something similar. And if we do it at a distance, then it should be fine. I mean, yeah.
Okay, staying 30 feet away because I have to be 30 feet. So about here. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna just try and see if the mage hand can apply 10 pounds of pressure. So I'm just gonna see if that's enough. To like activate it or do or anything or make a noise.
Pressing down on the wire, you hear a clink as the grate shifts briefly. And suddenly, green smoke starts flowing out.
That doesn't look good.
No. I'm going to slowly be backing away from this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the smoke cloud is increasing.
Okay.
Is anything happening to their grate?
The grate isn't changing at all. It's just if you can kind of see that there's something just set inside the grate. It did shift like this inside, or on the outside. It shifted to allow gaps in it where you can see something containing something else is billowing out this beautiful, beautiful green smoke.
Okay.
But then you start to feel a little sick.
Okay, but the other one it's attached to across the river.
That one's not changed. That one's fine.
That one?
No.
Okay.
All right. Meg will say, Kitasha, you can create wind, correct? Is that one of your abilities?
I can use wind to carry me places.
All right, that kills that. Okay, never mind. I thought you had like gusts or something like that.
No, it's a bonus action.
Okay.
Classic. But does gas have to make a Constitution save? I could cast my favorite spell.
Which the lightning?
Thunder wave.
You could try.
It'll push it 10 feet away.
I mean, it might help. I'm also wondering, do we quickly run across the wire? Is that or like use the wire to like pull ourselves through the water, like a like someone learning to swim? I don't know if that's also a strategy.
I don't think that wire looks sturdy enough to support any amount of weight.
Yeah, if Sounds moved it. All of us with our fantasy weight is not going to help. It doesn't seem very load bearing.
Okay.
But yeah, Kitasha will run forward. Hopefully everyone is outside of 15 feet so you guys don't take the concussive damage.
I love watching Joe's character go.
The lovely.
Well, never again.
Okay, so she is going. Actually, she's going to get a little bit closer.
Please make me a con save while you're standing that close.
All right, con save. Con save. Good thing I get extras. Woohoo! 21.
Okay. You're coughing a bit more, but you're fine. Well,
Yep.
fine-ish. Let's see what you take. You take 3 poison damage.
Okay, that's not bad. Run forward, do Thunder Wave, and then after that, as a bonus action, using Tempestuous Magic to use the wind to pick me up and back 10 feet. So that should be, if it stacks, that should be 20 feet of air. Going towards the cloud.
You know what? I like this solution, so I'm gonna let it work. The gas ignites, causing a large fireball to erupt. Luckily, not hitting any of you.
Yeah.
It does partially weld the gates together on this one grate, but the poison seems to dissipate.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, good job. I think we did it.
That seemed to work. We're good.
Yeah, Katasha is hands on knees, coughing a little bit to get the extra little bit out. Probably coughing unnecessarily hard, just to get all the nasties out of her lungs.
Make we'll hand her some water if she wants it.
Oh no, we don't need to worry ourselves with. We got plenty of water here. Anyway, and then she's gonna do prestidigitation to get herself cleaned up a bit more. Her coughed up a little bit of spittle. Gotta quaff the hair just right. And we'll just go, all right, where are we? That was fun, but like, where are we going?
I think we keep going.
You do see, just because I know it's hard to tell on this map I made, at the far end of this, you can see a door. The water goes through there's a wall, and there is a small section where the water just perfectly fits inside and continues on. But it seems like you've reached some form of room. That's at the far end of this.
If we follow the flow of water, we'll probably find out what the purpose of this thing is. Yeah, I vote we carry on.
Okay.
I have a total semantics question here. Would you say that your lungs are a single object less than 1 cubic foot? Could you prestidigitate to clean the inside of your lungs?
Are you asking if we can Constantine tobacco nicotine out of our lungs?
I think you'd only be able to do one lung at a time. They feel like 2 distinct objects.
I don't know. That feels like a medicine check. They're just so full of mucus and liquid.
Yeah, I think you'd have to be so careful that you didn't clean out stuff that needed to be there.
I was going to say, at the same time, could you take an enemy and instantaneously soil the inside of their lungs? Because that's also a thing that prestidigitation can do. Because you can clean or soil one object.
Yeah. Just put a little blood there just for fun.
This feels like an entity of the end. This is what the end does.
I mean, for summon water, you can summon it in a person.
It's a container.
I mean, you're not wrong. I summon water in your lungs. Oh, we lost
Oh.
one.
Oh no.
Oh no, come back.
Alright. It's good that they were talking about bullshit then, because it means that I can cut this out easily.
Okay, that works.
Yep, sorry about that.
Nope,
You're all good.
Yeah, I was messing with the trying to set you guys to one side, but it just closed everything.
I can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe you did this. All right.
Did-
If we are going towards the door, Hitashi's gonna have mage armor and get that extra little bit of AC before going in.
Yeah, no worries. Just a quick thought. Mako, would you mind giving me one more history check as you're looking around?
Will
Just 'cause
do.
I feel like you would be the one to know about this.
Crit.
Hey.
So you can remember in your studies, Templar was a big, big deal back
Yeah.
100 years ago, before the Civil War. And you vaguely recall that they used to build underground catacomb waterways in order to, use some water energy in regards to making different armors, as well as just speeding up some things. And you realize, looking at some of this stuff, that this is definitely Templar. The Templar made this at some point and was using it as a manufacturing place.
I'll convey this to the group. Guys, this is old, but also very industrial.
Right.
But the thing is, Templar haven't been around in a long time. My understanding is that they dissolved pretty quickly during the Civil War. So
Perhaps
I wouldn't be
someone is using their stuff.
Well, I'm curious how someone found this, because I don't know what all was left over from the Templar. So this is either someone who already knew about it, or someone who just stumbled upon it. And I don't know which should be more of a problem for us.
Either way, I imagine we should probably talk to whoever started this, if they're in a position to be talked to, and try and perhaps negotiate a new arrangement.
Yeah.
All right. Before we head through the door, I'm going to draw my spear and shield. In a defensive sort of position.
Okay.
All right.
Are we entering the next room?
Yeah, quick check. Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
All right.
There's letters.
Yes,
Oh, no.
you noticed that
The
there
word
are several-
puzzle.
there is a bunch of letters in common. written across the floor. And as the three of you walk in, you realize the plate under you shifts down as the door slams behind you.
Oh, no.
Pesturguai. I think I
Well,
know.
from where we've
Written-
started, we can...
Oh.
Yeah, go.
No, never mind. I won't give you the hint. Just you look at the floor.
From where we started, we can definitely write the word shiny. I don't know if that's what we're meant to do, but it feels right.
Yeah, this is...
Anyone want to roll anything? Anyone want to try anything? Or do you just want to go ahead and walk on the tiles?
I'm...
I think Mako would be curious what's on the walls here. What's going on there?
It's not the DM just using free things. There's not too much going on the walls. It just seems to be decoration.
Okay.
Though, some of the spots look as though there might be holes in the walls. You're not really sure what they're from. There is directly across from you on the wall, which no one was looking at because someone cut the DM off, the words, "What you need."
What you need. All right. I said to the group, are you...
I totally didn't steal this puzzle.
I'm thinking that we could use a process of elimination to at least figure out our starting point, because that would help us figure out where we're going. So if you're happy for me to, I could head for one of the letters right in front of us.
Yeah, I guess what I want to know is, do the tiles reset if we're not standing on them?
There's only
Like-
one way to find out.
Or do we want to test that on the blank tiles down at the bottom?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess we could move to a blank tile first.
Yeah.
These tiles that you step on do not seem to sink at all.
Okay.
The one that you were standing on stays sunken in. You think that it's probably in a locked position.
Okay. I want to test the rest of these blank tiles here. Do they also not sink in?
Nope, nothing moves.
All right. We found our starting spot then. Assuming
Let's
this is, yeah.
head for T is a good place to start as any, and then if not, perhaps R or S.
Yeah.
T sinks into the ground. Nothing happens.
All right. So
Can I insight the room?
Sure?
Okay.
Why not?
So good. It's a
It's
9.
a nice room.
So good.
I think it's very nice of them to try and help, This must have been a good teaching room, trying to make sure everyone knew their common really well.
Good team building room.
Yeah.
Okay. What's our next vote? Technically we could go one of 4 logical directions.
So TR and TH are, I feel like, most likely to me. TS is a more rare combination at the start of a word.
We also have E and I if we're moving diagonally as an option.
I wouldn't expect so, given that it looks like it'd be more difficult to make that jump.
I suppose let's start with the R then, so we're not moving too far from our starting block. That way it's easier to jump back if we have to. Is everyone okay with that?
That works.
Okay.
Who's all standing
Wait.
on the R?
I'll go for it.
Oh,
Is
you want to go
Mako
first? If we can do one at a time, we may as well. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe, make me a dexterity save.
Yay! I rolled a 6.
An arrow shoots out of a hole in the wall and slams into your shoulder with enough force that it pushes you back onto the T as the R panel lifts back up and you take 3 points of damage.
all right.
Just stumble back onto the T. So I don't think that was the right one.
All right. I'll do the next one.
Do you want to try H?
I feel like H is going to be the next logical one. So yeah, I'm gonna hop onto H.
H sinks down.
All right.
All right.
So thinking ahead here, I don't know of any THW words. THE.
Wow. Thwack. THW.
Don't think that will pan out. But if we do THE, that could be a standalone word, and it could be a phrase we're doing. But if we go from there, then I don't see anywhere to go from there because FG and FW don't really go together.
Again, unless we're able to move diagonally, which we haven't tried yet, but it could be. So do you think I would make the most sense if we're going laterally only?
I think so.
All right, I will test it.
Well, no, it's my turn to test until someone goes off. I think.
All right, if you're sure.
Yeah. All right. Hop on the I.
All right, it goes down. Mako, give me a dexterity save.
That's a 13 plus a D4. So I get to do my lucky footwork on all dexterity saving throws. So 18 total.
You do dodge the arrow that shoots across and embeds itself into the wall behind you.
All right, I'll step back onto the H.
Yeah. You
All
managed
right.
to H.
All right, I was wrong. But
I suppose let's try the other way then.
yeah.
E.
I mean, like, all right, you do what you want, but honestly, I like Mako will probably volunteer to keep doing it since she's, I don't know, she probably has the best stat. Like, what's your guys' dex save? Out of curiosity.
+2.
For saves?
Yeah,
Yeah, still +2.
I got I had a +2 and a D4 on all my dex saves, so I may as well be the one doing it.
All right, if you're sure.
And I got more health than you guys as well, so like I can handle it.
You step on the E,
Yep.
it clicks down. Nothing happens.
Nice.
H
V.
are ball also still down.
Okay. I doubt it's the R because we'd be trapping ourselves. Or unless we're spelling out the word there.
I was going to say, unless we can traverse 2 tiles across ones that we've already put down.
That would open up a whole kind of confusion.
It would. But it would also make sense because as of right now, we are trapped anyway because I don't know any FW or FG words. But if we could do the R something or the F something.
I'm tempted to test jumping to W and just seeing what happens.
Hold up, we have pens. We can mark things.
And so, Makeda, just for a reminder, what was on the wall again? Was it what we need?
What?
What do we need? It was something that starts with
the water, but I don't think we can spell that.
Yeah, I feel like that would be very rude for them to make us solve a puzzle relating to the thing they've just stolen. No. Would you like to try jumping to the W just to see if we're allowed to go diagonal, or if that makes any difference?
What happens if I go back to H? Does anything happen?
Nope.
All right, I step on W.
It clicks down into place.
All right. Oh. I think that's our ticket here.
So what have we got? The what? The few words are WU.
So we do WA, WI, WS, WR. Yeah, I think A is going to be our next logical option. Yeah, I'll jump on A.
Clicks down into place. Nothing happens.
I think I figured it out. I think it's got to be Y.
To be what, the way out?
I think it's the way out. I think that makes the most sense. Now we've narrowed down this many options. Assuming we can go diagonally.
Huh? Your phone gave us a thumbs up, so apparently your phone.
I don't know. The spirit that inhibits this mechanical thing has been giving thumbs up and a thumbs down. It gave a single thumbs down earlier, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, Mako will do the vault hop over to the Y diagonally. Does that work?
It sinks into place.
Okay, I think you're right, Joe.
All right, let's try and follow
moonwalk.
Through.
You're walking onto though?
Moonwalking onto. I get extra style points.
Yeah, you do.
Because this is a judged competition.
The O clicks into place.
Nice. Okay, I think we got it. Unless there's a cardboard at the end, like the oyster.
U clicks down into place.
Nice. I guess end on a T.
As you step on the T, you hear a. As suddenly both doors slide open. Both the one in front
nice.
and the behind.
Nice job, everyone.
All right.
Word puzzle so much faster than I expected you to. I'm so proud of you all.
We're sorry.
I did do a.
We're going to be stuck on this puzzle and then have to end the session and then come back to it.
Well, I did do a version like a same sort of style of puzzle, not this one, but it was a big letters and trying to choose them in the right order. But I don't know how Dan had set it up, but the amount of bad words you could create was ridiculous, and so we spent the first hour of the session before solving it just coming up with the most ridiculous combinations of words that we could. So yeah.
Huh?
Sorry, Anna.
I was just commenting that you were doing the word search version, like a little crop.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're out here playing Boggle.
Yeah. I'll go. What a callback!
All right.
You walk through?
Yep, and into the next room.
Also, I had that as a statement, not a question. Sorry. Yeah. Well, I think we walk into the next room.
Alrighty. You can see as you walk in more grates on either side, and you can actually see where the water comes up to an end, though you are now almost 100% sure there are tunnels underneath guiding the water into other places. You see a large lever at the very end.
All right, which one of us is Kronk?
Either.
Pull the lever.
Sure, I'll do wander up and do a little investigation with my -1.
Yeah, I think first let's try and actually. I'll assist you. I guess I want to just determine whether this is a something we should be pulling, or whether this is the self-destruct button.
Let's be real. Katosh is the button pusher of the group, so big red button. Yeah, that's for investigation.
Have you guys lost Michaela as well?
Yeah, it's like our camera frozen.
Yeah, I'm just getting a loading symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she was done with the session, she could just say, you know.
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh.
Hello.
Hello? Sorry.
Hey.
She rises again.
My phone. Here we go again. No.
You good?
There we are.
The poltergeist pulled out the phone cable instead.
No, my phone was like, okay, you have 5% battery. I was like, okay, run across, grab my charger. Came back and it died. I was like,
Ah.
All right.
what is this? Sorry.
It's okay. It's not a big oops from your phone.
Yeah. Okay, from the last thing that I heard was Anna saying that Kitasha is the button pusher and then everything died, so...
we were basically going over to the lever to do a bit of investigation on it to decide whether it should be pushed or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Kitasha rolled 16 for investigation.
And I got a 24.
Okay. You can see that there is some magic imbued that when you pull this lever, it's going to cast it. You think it'll probably be best to pull it? Because it looks like it's been pushed recently.
Alright, so we'd be unpushing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright.
I would like to do an Arcana check to make sure that this lever is for the water and not for something else.
Sure, give me an Arcana check.
So good. That's a 2.
I can do the help action.
Magic.
It's mad.
Yeah, you might take that
I
help
can do-
action and then re-roll that die.
Okay. See if it's any better. Yeah, 10.
You're
Okay.
pretty sure that the spell that this casts is moves shape earth or shape stone, whatever it's called.
Well, this
So
might undo the.
this probably is what
the
caused it to
riverbed.
open up.
I think
Let's
this will
see.
yelling across to Mako. I think this will close the river.
I think
Oh,
let's go for it.
yeah. Let's go for it and see who comes to investigate.
Okay.
So you'll push the lever.
Pull the lever.
As you pull the lever back, clicks into place, and you can see the light lettering on it for the spell glow, and you hear a loud scraping noise of stone against stone. And you hear from the distance, you could still kind of hear water crashing but it slowly trickles away to quiet. Everyone
Nice.
give me a perception check.
So that 20
16.
Oh, Joe! Joe, this is so exciting for you. Hold on. Let
It's the first
me
time you spotted something.
let me go back. You can see inside one of the grates. You see a woman.
Oh.
Stocky built, quite muscular. She has a large fur cape that's draped over her shoulders, dark black hair, kind of A-line bob cut. And she's staring out with a glare and eyes that are glowing the color you saw in your dream. Before magic suddenly seems to encase this figure and make them disappear. And then you hear sloshy noises. A lot of sloshy noises. Lots of squishing. I'm going to have everyone roll me our initiative rolls.
Oh dear. Which grade was that coming out of? The one like just to my top right or to the top left, maybe?
To the top, the grate that was closest to where you were, to the top right of the screen.
Okay. The second Joe saw that silhouette, he would already be charging over, or even if it disapparates, I think.
Yeah, you can charge over there. But sadly, the figure is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, what are our initiative rolls? I need to open up a separate notepad.
Wow.
Okay, who has the higher stat for between Kitasha and Mako?
I have a +4 initiative.
Just +2. If it's going by dex, then I think we both have +2 for dex.
Yeah, but I get an extra bonus from leporine senses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so start off with Joe. Then we go Mako. And then my wonderful things that are coming to see you. Okay. So, sloshy noises continue. What do you do, Joe?
Can I, based on that roll, can I actually see any sign of the figure that was here a second ago, or any source of those noises?
You can no longer see the figure. It seems Similar to what Mako had described happening, someone vanishing in a teleportation spell. You can see a faint bioluminescent glow, light blue, coming from further down the grate.
Okay, in lieu of having anything directly to help hit or anything else, I think Joe will cast. Let me see how this works. So I'm just looking at Fairy Fire to see if that's something it's worth casting, but I think that's just everything that's within the area. So it's not like a zone that people walk into, so I don't think that'll be helpful either. Alright, failing all of that, I'm just gonna cast Heroism on Mika.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
you have immediately 4 temporary hit points, and at the beginning of each of your turns, you'll regain those 4.
Sounds good.
All right, Mako.
All right, that's. Sorry.
Yeah.
The only other thing I'll do is summon Dog to hang out next to me.
Yeet.
All right. I will move forward to the rest of the group because I was lagging behind. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm going to ready my action to shoot anybody who's acting aggressive shoot anyone who's acting aggressive towards a party with the Kinsect.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Kitasha, what would you like to do?
Let's see. Nothing has come out yet, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Okay. Let me just look up real quick. Clarifying question. Can I use metamagic to for spells for the self to push out the distance?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. 30 feet. Okay. Kitasha is going to say, Joe, back up. I have an idea. And we'll hold Thunder Wave level 2, the distance spell meta magic, towards the opening for whatever hostile being comes out.
Okay.
I won't be able to back up until my turn, though.
Yeah.
Unless,
Yeah.
unless we're sort of going soft.
I'm holding the action. So.
All right. Then it's the boys' turn. So, suddenly, from the grates, from all of the grates.
Oh, look at the little marauder. Look at them.
Look at our lovely, lovely boys who are coming out to play. This, my dear friends, is what was leaving the acidic goo everywhere.
Oh, they seem okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kinsect against the one from the Joe.
Okay.
So 16 to hit.
That'll do it.
And 8 damage.
8 damage? Alrighty. That Anything else happening for yours? And Kitasha is still holding till Joe can move, correct?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go through one more round of the initiatives, and then we will end for the night. So, Joe, what would you like to do?
I will.
A big slime boy just decided to come up and see you. Ignore the fact that I said a completely different color that they were glowing than what color these images are.
I think I'm going to use Booming Blade, where I hit it with my spear. So I'm just going to roll for that. 17.
That hits.
Nice, okay. So that does 9 piercing damage. And if it moves on its turn more than 5 feet intentionally, it will take an additional 1d8.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go and get out of there, accepting. So I'm gonna move back along with. Cancel. Yeah, I'll probably run diagonally, maybe over here, and I'll bring Hercules with me, and I'll accept any attack of opportunities that come my way as a result, if it can do an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, he does take an attack of opportunity. A little appendage forms out of this thing and swipes at you.
So because I'm side by side with Hercules, it will be done with disadvantage. Hercules will use its reaction.
Oh, that's really sad. Does a 7 hit?
7 does not hit, luckily. Thank you, Hercules.
So technically, was Hercules standing next to you because Hercules will also take an attack of opportunity?
That's true. It depends how many reactions the creature has, but yeah, I guess it would. Yeah. So yeah,
it'll
Hercules
just focus on you for the moment.
Okay.
But you managed to escape it.
All right.
All right. Does Kitasha's action now go off?
Yes. Casting Thunder Wave. Ooh, that's not bad. Okay. Need a Constitution saving throw from this boy.
That is a 14.
So close. Okay. So they only take half damage.
Okay.
So they 10 damage of 10 thunder damage.
Mm-hmm. No other type of damage there, right?
Huh?
Just thunder damage?
Just the thunder damage. Since he saved, he doesn't move. But if there's any unsecured objects within the area, they get pushed. In the off chance that there's unsecured stuff around the grate.
There's a little bit of me that wanted to be like, the lever moves. Nothing seems to move.
Aw, man. Okay.
All right. Mako.
Oh, there we go. Why is it being so slow? Okay. I think that Joe and Tasha got that one, so I'm going to move up and smack this one.
Mm-hmm.
Insect Glaive. Say 11 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, nice. So that launches me up in the air, and I get to do. First, I get 8 damage against him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to send my Kinsect against the other one that Joe and Katasha are fighting, because range attacks have disadvantage in blade range.
Mm-hmm.
That's another 11 to hit.
That'll still hit.
All right, and 5 damage against that one, and that's my turn.
What type of damage is that?
This is all piercing damage.
All piercing. All right. All right, that makes
technically it's magical piercing. If that matters.
Oh no, that wasn't my concern.
Okay.
It's good. All right, Kitasha.
Yes. Sure, we're gonna do this again. Going to do another spend another sorcery point for distance, and I'm going to use Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Against that boy, and that is a dirty 20 hit.
Oh no, the 11s will hit, but that 20 doesn't hit yet.
I know. Ooh, yes. And that is a full 8 lightning damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
The blobby looks a little wibbly.
Yep. And it cannot take reaction until the start of its next turn.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Then now we go to our blobby turns. This one here will go. There we go. And then let me see here. Okay, Mako, you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Can do. Crit.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so you can choose to either be pushed 5 feet back or to the side of the creature.
Can I be 5 feet up?
Not be engulfed by the slime.
Can I be 5 feet up like I normally am?
Sure.
All right.
And we will move the rest of our ways. Slowly making their ways downtown, walking fast.
Slowing fast.
And with that, we reach the end of this session with 6 slimes surrounding you.
Yeah.
This is good. And healthy.
Isn't this fun?
Friends.